Joseph YouTube, welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Do you guys remember the black female therapist who got fired for bashing black men and also talking about some sensitive information in regards to her clients? Her company decided to fire her after she was exposed. And that was the beginning of a series of highly unfortunate events for this chick. And she posted this 1 year later life update that what I'm hearing so far is she actually followed through with the whole OnlyFans thing, which more on that later. And let's hear what she has to say. Let's get it.
Well, hello. It's your friendly neighborhood therapist. Okay. So it's been a year and a lot of shit has happened.
Right.
I just kind of want to take a moment to reflect. Firstly, I would like to say that I am happy to be alive because when I tell you, everyone in my immediate circle was on high alert to just see if I had made it through the night. Thank you to those people. I don't have any clear direction. I'm just going to speak. All of this shit has been incredibly difficult and incredibly overwhelming. And I ask myself all the time, I ask Spirit, I ask people around me, why me? Like, why did I have to be attacked so horrifically and viciously? Why did my name have to be so public? Why did my career have to be like slandered and taken from me? Like, and I may never get that answer, but everything that has come from it has made me a stronger person, I believe. Y'all know, here I go with this crybaby. When I tell y'all, I didn't think that I would survive this. I really didn't. I was honestly scared for my life, yo. And I'm just thinking to myself, what the f did I say that was so bad? But the damage had already been done, you know? And once you say something, you can't take it back, no matter how well-intentioned, no matter if it's literally your life's work. It doesn't matter. It's beyond your control. I've had to reflect deeply on control and letting things go. And letting go of the career that I had before fucking killed me. Can't even fake to you. Losing clients. Like, there's just something so beautiful about the therapeutic relationship, y'all, that if you are lucky enough to have a really therapist, they can really help you through some very challenging shit. I know, like...
Yeah, so I'm going to stop the video right there. The internet is a complicated space. That video, by the way, is like 8 minutes long. You could probably listen to it on your own time if you go search her on TikTok. But the internet's a complicated space, man. In other videos, I've heard her sound apologetic about what she did. Sound apologetic. Now, I'm confused when I hear her say things like, what could I have possibly said that could have landed me in this situation here? Because you don't get to decide when you post online, including myself, including anybody. You don't get to decide how the algorithm plays out. You don't get to decide how people will react to what you may have to say. The more honest you are about what you truly believe, depending on how controversial that thing is or the topic, the more that you open yourself up to being reprimanded, from, losing your platform to anything else, even when you are wrong. And even when you might be right.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
What am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is nobody is immune to the consequences of how they choose to present themselves online when you are a professional or when you are building a following. And one thing I know no one wishes on this chick, of course, is for her to just crash and burn and end up so terribly that she never recovers. I mean, I don't wish that. And the way people make it sound with that situation is that, oh, it was all black men who disagreed with her approach and what she had to say, but it was not. A lot of black women also disagreed with what she had to say. And you know, the common opinion is black men did this. Black men caused her to ruin her job. I'm like, nobody is going to plainly state that maybe she might have approached this differently. Maybe there's a video I missed. I mean, she's pretty active on social media. That's the other thing too, is you would think if you're going through something like this, social media would be a place you'd kind of stay away from, but she's still active on social media. I would not give the advice to anybody who may be in a very dark space to go online and kind of share that with other people. I mean, that has to be some type of a case study of, if you're doing bad mentally, is going online and venting to the audience, because once it's public, anybody can give their opinion on it. Is that the best response of her dealing with that mistake? You know, on top of her saying, you know, I don't even know what I said, that was so bad, you would think she would at least admit that maybe I should be more professional, right? There's videos like this of her on TikTok. Right? Her twerking right there. And you can thank YouTube's new guidelines that allow twerking to not get penalized. So now we can play twerking videos here. For a long time, I couldn't play any like the crazy videos. Or at least they shouldn't penalize this channel. But think about that, right? At one point, that video would not have been allowed on YouTube because it had just been too raunchy, too inappropriate. But she was a professional who was very sexual online. There's a consequence to deciding I want to be myself sexually online and also be professional. Well, you're probably going to jeopardize your online image. That's not the only video. So there you go. All fun and games flipping off the camera. But again, let's not forget this was the same woman that was marketing herself as a therapist.
Your lives. Y'all think just be talking in y'all ear just to be talking. We don't. Y'all think just want to argue with y'all because y'all refuse to expand your emotional vocabulary. We don't. It's to provide clarity for both us and y'all dusty. Let me stop. This shit really truly irks me because when I say you need to expand your emotional vocabulary, it's so your life can be easier. Don't you want to be able to communicate with your... I think yes, right? Long gone are the days where you can just shut down. Just not tolerating that. Like, it used to be where men provided financially or with schmeat and can make their own self come and we can pay for our own shit. So I'm gonna need y'all to catch up on the emotional part. If I'm telling you I need you to communicate more, open your mouth. But you know what I realized? And let me back up.
All right, so that video is long too. And you guys remember it. But she was motivated to make that video from that study of the rise of lonely single men. You guys already know that whole study was pretty much BS. And it was all things like men need to listen more. Men need to improve. Women are exceeding men in every category in life. Women are surpassing men in every category in life. Men need to be more emotionally intelligent, etc., etc., etc. And let her supporters tell it. Black men were the ones who ganged up on her, but no, there are a lot of black women who also disagreed with her approach to the situation that probably led to her situation. For example,
I hope you guys went back and looked at that video. I did. I watched this video 5 times and I clipped this part for a very good reason. In the beginning, she talked about how she, you know, black men need help, black men, blah, 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 da, 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 da. And then you're going to sit there and say, why I ain't get protected? Why you ain't protect me? Why black men? How? Your headline reads, black men are unstable, black men this and that. The masters done fired you. The masters done had selective hearing. What you tried to say might have been positive to you, but then people still looking at your video and then they looking at your response and you being everything they say we are. Angry.
Ultimately, as things progressed and I saw more videos of this chick, videos that alluded to her maybe starting an OnlyFans.
Girl, don't do it. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna do it, girl. I was just thinking about it. I'm not gonna do it. I did it.
And you guys can see the caption there. It says OnlyFans coming soon, babe, on that video. And you see the twerking, you see the up and down emotions. And then came this video.
Yo, I got a fat coochie. It's like real fat. Like grandiose. Like fat. Like when you see me on the street looking real fine, fat. I have the fattest coochie. Warm, loving, inviting, juicy, plump, scrumdiddlyumptious. What's for dinner? This coochie.
All right, guys, that was that. And in the end, this is just another example of how you can't overlook presentation. You can't overlook what you say. It does matter how you say it. It does matter. And social media is not your friend. You can learn a lot from social media. And it is a tool. Social media is not your friend. Even what I see her doing now, I'm not a therapist, right? So this is not therapeutic advice. But going online trying to seek therapy from the masses, as we've seen, is just not a great idea. Because again, you're opening yourself up to other people's opinions. That's what you want. And also being professional online, if you have a business that requires you to be sensitive and present yourself in a way that people respect you, is also important. The other thing too, on the OnlyFans point, I saw some comments of people basically blaming black men and saying, well, black men caused her to lose her job and now she has to do OnlyFans. Really? There is nothing else that she could have done. You're telling me the options were be a professional therapist or be on OnlyFans? By the way, guys, she is on OnlyFans, confirmed. She is on OnlyFans. There's a video I cannot play here of her on TikTok, literally topless, and it's blurred out, and there are people commenting down below, congratulating her and encouraging her, saying they're so proud of her. And the fact that people would blame black men and say, oh, you caused this, you made her be this desperate that there was no other way out but for her to get on OnlyFans, to me is insane. And just shows, again, a lack of accountability that is unmatched with modern women. Overall, I wish her the best and hope her black male clients who she had are also doing well, doing better. I hope this is a lesson to people that the internet's a complicated space. And you do have to be careful. And we're all vulnerable, including myself. And accountability is the only way forward. And we can all do better with that. Listen, as always, I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of the Coffee Pod. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.